One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here's the give off the left side. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Bussey. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll give it to Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll send the back in motion. 3rd down play from the gun. Quickly to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. Finds a little space. There he goes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Give to the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Let's talk a little bit about Michigan State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations, and this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marsh. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Spartans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
The Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A nice job by the defense. 1st and goal situation, you can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Absolute shank. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll try the run. Turning it on. And some room to work. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Power football with the run. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll run play action. throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Going to the running game. Runs through a tackle. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. We've seen them in any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, we have reached a conclusion in the Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. Ole Miss showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Back to the ground game on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got his man. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gets the back moving. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They're working that left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Spartans!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Sends it back in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Lets it fly. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
This This offense has it with really good field position. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. He makes the catch. Inside the 25. Breaks into the open. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Smarty.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield very late in the half. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? First play of the drive, wants to throw. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Creates a little space. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. offense hoping to play some good ball. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll leave it with him. Breaks the tackle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
Well, that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Trying to pound it in. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king, too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
And as they come to the line of scrimmage, they're passing on the field goal. But look, worst case scenario, you don't get it here, they're backed up in their own end. Touchdown, Aggies! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
What a play by the quarterback. What an effort. It looked like he was in a lot of trouble. 4th down, nobody open. The pass rush is getting to him, but phenomenal athleticism. I mean, you just can't coach that, right? He's able to get to the outside and run that in for a touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over South Alabama. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
That back had absolute... nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. On target to the left. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bussey. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but not able to come away with the completion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Bussey. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So 1st down will open up the final period. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Shoots it to the left. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. On the run, it's Martin. Ball is free. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a... And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Martin. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you a huge 3rd down. Now the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Norman. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. With the catch, it's Johnson. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
Punt is in the air. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know on offense now you have a chance to break one maybe. In the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. There he goes. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Defense still has all 3 timeouts. Offense about to take a knee. Maybe everybody's content with where we are heading to the break. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. And the quarterback takes a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can